What's up, y'all? It's your girl Rejoice. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel today. I know I've been gone for a hot little minute. The last video I posted was in December. And I'm just here to just do a recap of my sophomore year experience at Tuskegee and also give some helpful advice to TU24. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. My Instagram and my freshman year experience at Tuskegee will be in my description box below. So please stay tuned and we're just gonna get started. Y'all, I cannot do this video without addressing the coronavirus, aka in Grey's Anatomy terminology, COVID-19. Second semester was going, well, let me not lie on camera. Second semester was actually, it was going good. But y'all ever know when stuff be going good but it ain't going good at the same time? You be like, you know, just trying to fight through it type of thing. My classes were going well. Everything was going good, but you know, it was just a weird time. I don't know how to explain it. Like everybody went into 2020 with such big hopes and dreams. Like everybody was like 2020 vision. And then all of a sudden we had to leave school, like up and leave, like get your and go. Like you had to get up and leave. They kicked us out and I'm like, what the frick is going on? That's great. I'm sorry. That was traumatizing for me. I'm like, y'all, I ain't even gonna finish my sophomore year, and everybody know I can't speak for any other institution. Y'all know I only speak on behalf of HBCUs because that's where I go. HBCUs in the springtime is a vibe. It's a movie. You know, the sun coming out. You know, it's about to get a little hot. People on the yard with a little shorts on. You know, it's a vibe, and we didn't get to experience that due to COVID-19. And I'm glad my family's safe. Everybody's doing well. But that's one thing I can address about my sophomore year is that it was during COVID-19. And COVID-19 is still going on as we know now. So I hope you guys are staying home. I hope you guys are staying safe, taking all precautions, wearing your mask, everything staying safe and sanitized. Initially, what happened this school year is that I cut ties with the Reserves Officers Training Course, also known as Army ROTC in college. It's a long story, but I'm just gonna dibble and dabble a little bit with it. I didn't want to do it. When I came to college, my dad and my uncle and my aunt went to Tuskegee, so I kind of wanted to continue that legacy. And ultimately, we're gonna get a little deep here. Y'all know we don't sugarcoat it. But I ultimately kind of wanted to just do it because I've been an athlete since I was 9. I've been playing tennis since the 4th grade. And when I got to Tuskegee, I was actually there on a tennis scholarship. And I wanted to pursue the Army more because the Army was giving me more money. They would say, you know, if I did this, I would get a full scholarship. And I was only getting a partial scholarship from tennis. So I ended up putting more of my energy and efforts in Army ROTC. But I think in life, especially college, you realize what you like and what you don't like. And ultimately I was waking up and doing something that I really did not love. And if you know me, especially if you knew me, you know, like in high school or anything, you know, I really enjoyed working out. I'm a team player. Like I've been an athlete since the 7th grade. Like I made the tennis team in the 7th grade. So like I love team bonding, teamwork, and I thought the Army was gonna be that. But I think what Army ROTC initially taught me, I met so many great friends there. I had, like, some of my best friends that I have are from the Army ROTC program. I think it really taught me to truly do what you love. And you can't just wake up and just do things for other people. Because initially I was kind of just doing it for my dad. Like I wanted him to, you know, be proud of me and like following his footsteps completely. And he was an electrical engineering major. Everybody knows that's not my major. I'm a poli-sci major on a pre-law track. Don't play with me. But I kind of just wanted to do something that he was doing, kind of just to keep that legacy going. And I kind of truthfully wasn't being myself. Of course, I did some great things in the program and all that stuff. But initially, I wasn't doing what I loved. And I wanted to wake up and truly do what I love, which was play tennis and, you know, lift heavy, work out, go to the gym and like be, you know, be myself. So initially, that was something that was a big groundbreaking thing that I did my sophomore year, is that second semester. So this year, 2020, I initially quit the Army ROTC program. And after that, I feel like it was good. It was just, you know, COVID-19 came, but that initially what happened in that is that I tried something out. And I think what the hard part was that I was like, I'm quitting something, and I never quit anything before in my life. But it was, you know, I went and talked to some of my professors, and they were telling me it's not that you're quitting, you're just deciding that something is not for you and moving accordingly. So the Army ROTC program definitely taught me a lot of things, but your girl is out. Would I recommend Army ROTC to a initial freshman coming in? Most definitely. Those credits that I had, if you don't know, Army ROTC, you have to take classes for it. And those team building classes, like I said, I met some of my closest friends. Y'all know who y'all are to this day through the Army ROTC program. But I do think in college it's important to do things that you love. Like, not even doing things that you love, try new things. Because I think we come to college and we have this such set plan. And I knew that I even wouldn't be right now where I am today as you know, a rising junior without the Army ROTC program. So I think I would definitely recommend any type of activity with the Army, either whether that's Air Force, Marines, Army ROTC. I would recommend it to a freshman because it's great to try new things and see if you like it. I mean, even if I wouldn't have done Army ROTC, it would have been like, dang, I didn't do it. Now I've done it, and I know that's something that I don't want to do, and you know, initially be in the reserves after I graduate. Experience won't be the same as yours. Just because I did not like the Army doesn't mean, you know, I didn't have JROTC. I feel like I wouldn't have had to been an Army ROTC if my high school had a JROTC, because I would have learned more about the military and then decided at that point that it wasn't for me. I'm spiritual, so a lot of my plans that I had in college, I was just trying to get my schooling paid for. And I didn't really consult God with what I was doing. It was just like, I'm trying to get my school paid for. But I just want to tell y'all right now, I'm a junior, and God has still made a way for me to go to school. I've still paid a way to go to school, and I actually got a scholarship last week. So especially TU24, that's something I want to tell y'all. If it's meant for you to be at Tuskegee, what God has for you is for you, and can't nobody take that away from you. And don't let money condemn you to be in a certain place. Like, I would have been quit Army ROTC truthfully, but I was just so condemned on the money sense. Money will come, truthfully. If you know what I'm saying, money comes, but don't let the money drive what you want to do, whether that be your major, clubs, anything like that. Okay, y'all, so in this school year as well, I'm just going to put two things into one. So I did my first fast with my church at the beginning of the second semester, so at the beginning of January, so January 2020. And I also got a gym membership in the neighboring city. So I don't know if a lot of people know, but Tuskegee is in between Auburn and Montgomery. So Tuskegee is a little city in between Auburn and Montgomery. Auburn is about, the city of Auburn, about 15-20 minutes depending on how you drive. You know, some people say they can get to Auburn in 10 minutes. That's not me, sweetie. Can't do that. Montgomery's about 30 minutes from Tuskegee. So 30-40 minutes, 30 to 45, depends on where you're going. I did a social media fast from January 2020 to maybe Easter. Yeah. So I did a long social media fast, and it really kind of helped academically because I knew, if you don't know, well, I don't know if I've said this on my channel, but I want to go to law school, and grades got to be top tier, you know, and my junior year, I'll be preparing for the LSAT. So I really was doing it more for my spiritual sense, to get closer to God, but also to focus on my schoolwork, because I'll be trying to do my work, but then I'll be on Instagram all night, then I'll wake up and I got a test. So I said, you know what, Rejoice, like, you can do anything. You know, it's 2020. You stop making distractions, get off social media, because that's your main distraction. So I did that, and I would highly recommend it. But for me, I was really distracted. Like, even if I wasn't on social media, I would literally stay in my room and start picking at my toenails all night, like just making distractions and not reading my Bible, you know, not doing my schoolwork. But at the end, it really did show, like, you know, we really have to take care of ourselves, and everything is within. Also, I'm not going to touch some more on that. If you have any, you know, questions about fasting or anything, just let me know. But I really want to touch on the fact that, like, a lot of people don't tell people when they come to ski is that you got to be prepared, like, or have a car, or have a friend that has a car, because ski honestly doesn't have the best resources. We're in a very small country town in the state of Alabama, and if you want to go to Chick-fil-A, you want to go to McDonald's, no, it's a McDonald's. It's a McDonald's in Ski. I'm sorry. If you want to go to Wendy's, if you need to go to Walmart, you're going to have to go to the neighboring city. I go to Auburn for everything. I mean, in some instances, of course, you can go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General. There's a Dollar Tree, a Dollar General, a Family Dollar, a McDonald's, a Popeyes. They just built a Popeyes, a Burger King, some gas stations. But even in them, they be taxing on the gas. So if you come to Tuskegee, please know that you have to be, you know, going to the neighboring city for things. This is not Cali. This is not ATL. This isn't even Virginia, Nebraska, none of that, baby. We are in the country. And a lot of people, I think, they come to Tuskegee and they don't do their research. They don't talk to students about what's going on in Tuskegee. They're just going on base, you know, of stuff they see on social media. And if you're not ready to, I mean, Tuskegee not for everybody. And I'm not saying that in the sense of not to come. I'm just saying, you know, Tuskegee's not for everybody. And everybody know, only the true really survive. We in the country. So I personally have a gym membership in Auburn. Tuskegee does have a gym, but personally I don't like that gym. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't like the gym there. It's very small. So I go to the gym in Auburn. I would wake up, once I quit ROTC, I would wake up around 5:30 every morning, leave my dorm at 6, get to the gym around 6:10, 6:15, stay there from 6 o'clock to 7:30, get back to Tuskegee around 8 o'clock, go to breakfast, then I would go to my class. So T24, if you're watching, please just make sure to do your research on Tuskegee. Please reach out to a student or anything. Like, I'm not one of these I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you, but Tuskegee is one of the best places on earth to me. But it's just making sure that you know up front what you're getting into. So I know I'm just giving a whole bunch of knowledge, so to say. I want to talk about the fun things. HOCO 2019. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm getting hot. One for the freaking books, y'all. 2019's homecoming. I don't know if it was because I wasn't a freshman anymore. You know, a lot of people say, I'm not one of those students that like I get, because everybody, all the seniors always say freshman year was so good. Like, I feel like at Tuskegee, I'm the type of person, I have to get adjusted to things. So when I came to Tuskegee, I was kind of like, I think I get better with time. I think that's what everything, like, a lot of people are like, you know, they really enjoyed 9th grade of high school. I really enjoyed, like, I think it just gets better. Like, it's not more of just like, oh, my prime was in like 8th grade and then everything just started getting worse and life hit. Like, no, I thank God for me. I get more prosperity. I get better with time. That's just for me. A lot of people feel like their freshman year at Tuskegee was their prime, like, period. They just were everything. Like, it was just their, you know, the parties and everything. They just had so much fun. I really enjoy growing. Like, I really enjoy, like, my sophomore year was way better than even with Rona, it was still better because I think I got adjusted. You know what I'm saying? I adjusted to my environment. I started getting comfortable, started meeting more people, met some of my closest friends. You know, I really was enjoying myself. HOCO 2019 though, let's just get into it. Let's get into the homecoming lineup for the concert, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Moneybagg Yo, Webby. Tell me what you know about me. WEBBIE. That's it. That's all. Webby. Who else was it? Lil Nudie. I just really remember Moneybagg Yo and Webby. Lil Nudie, I don't really listen to a lot of his music, but everybody was lit, and I was trying to, you know, get a little groove on with him. But y'all, I love Webby so much, and I really enjoyed 2018's lineup. But I don't know. I just feel like I kind of, with 2018 homecoming, my freshman year, I was just observing. Like, I was seeing what everybody's fits. Because, you know, at HBCUs, you got to pop out for homecoming. I just was not ready for that. And I think 2019 came, my sophomore year came, I said, okay, I know I need to have my wig ready. I need to have my bundles ready. So I was preparing in the summer. I need to have money for my bundles. I need to, you know, get me some fits ready. I need to be showing out for, you know, Tuskegee shows out for fried chicken. Well, we'd be dressing that whole week. But fried chicken Wednesday, the homecoming concert, you know, the step show. What else? The little day party. Just it's a whole mood. It's a whole vibe. So I just knew, I think once my freshman year and I saw like, oh, these folks be dressing like, they be coming at it. It's not like I had to step up to that, but it's like, for me to enjoy myself, I knew that I had to, you know, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say I changed myself, because I don't think that was it. It was more so like I just adjusted, and I was like, hey, you know, Rejoice, you like dressing up, you like having fun, so do that. And I did that. And 2019 homecoming was so much fun. I was in the shed. Y'all know the world famous shed. I was in the shed for homecoming. I didn't go in the shed for homecoming 2018 because my family always comes for homecoming. So I usually just stay with them for the game, but I knew the first half I really wanted to be in the shed. So I'm gonna insert a video of me in the shed. Y'all know the world famous shed. It was so much fun. Then I went to everything. We had Desi Banks. Y'all, Ski has one of the best homecomings in the country. Argue with your daddy, argue with your mammy. We can't even, we're not even gonna argue about it, like, because we have one of the best homecomings in the country, and people know that. For us to be a private school, a small private school, we bring out some folks. So homecoming, I think, is just gonna get better. I feel like homecoming this year is gonna be better if we have one. Jesus, oh Lord, please let us have. I'm just gonna say a prayer right now. Father, in the name of Jesus, we declare a homecoming 2020 in the fall, in the name of Jesus. It's already done. He's already did. He's already doing it. But y'all, it was just so good. And I think it was, like I said, more because I just got adjusted to Tuskegee. It was more just like I got adjusted. I started finding my niche. I started finding my crew. And after that, baby, it was history. So I'm going to insert some clips, some pictures of homecoming. I really enjoyed it. You guys know, due to COVID-19, we obviously were kicked out of school. We had to go home. And when we started them Zoom calls, Zoom University, aka the Crib University, it was very ghetto. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It was very ghetto. I'm not a learner like that. I'm very hands-on. I don't know what the word is. I have to see it to understand what you're talking about, and even touch it. Like, I have to see it. So when I study, I do highlighting, I write it out, and I also do flashcards when I'm trying to study for something. Very much ghetto. It's not really much to talk about. My sophomore year ended in a lot of ghetto-ness. Very hood, very ratchet. But of course, we couldn't do anything about that. Like I said, COVID-19 is literally out of our control. But the Crib University was not what's up. I get my grades back in a few days. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have all A's in the name of Jesus. But baby, it was simply because of my fast too, and like I was just focused, like, y'all, I want to go to law school, and I want to go to a good law school, and I want to get law school paid for. And that's just my motivation. So a lot of people just don't function well in online classes, and I really was one of them. Like, it was kind of, I didn't really like it. I really didn't, you know, because I still kind of am now struggling. I wouldn't say I'm struggling with COVID-19, but it's just like the structure of it. Like, now I'm working and I'm getting a little bit more structure, which means I can get up at a certain time, you know, work out, then make me some lunch or something, then I go to work. But I just hate not having structure. I thrive. Everybody, if you really truly know me, like, I thrive off a routine, like getting up in the morning, going to praying, get on my knees, you know, devotional, go to the gym, come back, go to breakfast, get ready for class. Like, I thrive off of routine. And I feel like COVID-19, once that happened, especially with classes, teacher would cancel classes, cancel Zoom meetings. You know, we're supposed to meet 3 times a week, we only meet 1 time a week, then you're not explaining what we're doing and all that stuff like that. But I still feel like God turned around, and, you know, it turned around and worked in my favor even through COVID-19. So that's blessings for that. This year I kind of really found myself at school. My freshman year, if you've seen that freshman year video, I kind of was struggling with my confidence in myself. I wouldn't say confidence, but I was struggling with friends. I was struggling with finding myself, because when I got to Ski, you all, like, people know, like, Ski is a very nice private school. Like, folks, I wouldn't say you have to have money, because I don't have any money, but I'm rich in spirit, I'm rich in hope, I'm rich in Jesus, period. That tuition don't play with nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people did come from very well-in families. Like, I mean, we're not going to just sugarcoat it. Like, people, Spelman, Tuskegee, stuff, I mean, any HBCU, like, if you go to a private HBCU at that, like, that tuition don't play, because we're not getting public funding, you know what I'm saying? We're not getting those public grant and scholarships. So I just saw so many people that didn't kind of come from the background that I did, you know what I'm saying? I saw Benz, you know, Mercedes, and I just kind of felt like I didn't fit in with those crowds. But then I had to realize, like, it wasn't my job to fit in. I had to truly be myself. And of course I kind of had that, but I feel like that's what college is about, is really learning yourself and learning who you are as a person. And I think my sophomore year, I started, like I said, getting into myself. I started, you know, riding my own wave, and it didn't matter if anybody else wasn't riding a wave. I was still gonna ride my wave, because, you know, trying to be somebody else or trying to fit in with other people, it gets old, you know what I'm saying? And I truly knew, you know, you got to ride your own wave, you got to do you know what I'm saying? Especially even with positions and everything. I know people can get kind of wrapped up at any college, PWI, anywhere, like any school, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of get caught up with the position of things, you know what I'm saying? But it's truly, you know, to listen first. I think what I learned my sophomore year was to truly listen to what God was telling me, because at the end of the day, God already told me, Jeremiah 29:11, that God has a plan for me. He told me that he was going to prosper me. He's going to make every turnaround and make everything for my good. You know what I'm saying? He has a plan that's going to allow me to prosper. So once I started not really focusing on what God what I wanted, and focusing more on God wanted, some things had to shift, because a lot of things that I even got into at Tuskegee were not God led. It was more just to get gain for myself. And I feel like that's why I ultimately had to do away with things and clubs and being more intentional with what I was doing at school. My dorm was lit this year. Shout out to my roommate. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she wants to be featured or anything like that. Love my roommate. I really enjoyed my dorm this year. I stayed in the honors dorm. I was in the bioethics honors program, so I switched dorms from Harvey Hall to James Hall. And if you're at Tuskegee, you know where that is. Next semester, I plan to stay in apartment housing on campus. So it's called the Commons. So I'm excited about that, so I can start back meal prepping, get off that meal plan, honey, save me some money. Back to my advice that I'm giving to TU24. Please truthfully be yourself. Don't change up, don't switch up. And like I said, it's so easy to come into college and just see what everybody else is doing and being like, you know, when you come to college, you're looking, for me, I looked at certain people, I'm like, I gotta be just like her. Like, you know, she's reigning, you know, everybody loves her, you know, she's got everything. She's got the dean's list, she's got the this, she's got the that. But truthfully, what God has for you is for you. And I think that stuck with me this morning. I saw a post on Instagram about that. Like, it truly is, what God has for you is for you. You cannot switch it up. You can't change it up. Your plans for your life maybe are not the plans for somebody else's life. And comparison kills. And like, you know, you might see somebody with a 3.5, or you might see somebody with a 4.0 and you got a 3.8. But you fought yourself for that 3.8. So you got to be happy about that 3.8. Sophomore year in recap was really a great year for me, even though it was cut short. God definitely showed out in my life, and I definitely grew as a person. I'm excited to see what junior year holds. I will be, you know, in my books junior year. I probably won't have a lot to say in my junior year recap, other than I was in my books, you know, studying for the LSAT. And then my junior year summer, I will be taking the LSAT. And my senior year summer won't be a senior year summer because I will be graduating. I will be graduating and hopefully headed to law school. So if you guys have any questions about Tuskegee or anything relating to Tuskegee, dorm room, anything, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you guys have any video recommendations regarding the Tuskegee experience, but I'm thinking about making a video about the HBCU experience and how it has grown me as a person as well. So if you have any video recommendations as well, please leave those down below. Please stay safe during COVID-19. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this video with someone if you know they're coming to Tuskegee. Comments, like, and subscribe. I love you all. Bye.